15 to 20 people a day. That's how many homeless Sioux City residents a new street team is reaching in the summer's dangerous heat.
Now this summer, the Sioux City Police Department launched a bigger team to help check on the homeless. The HEART team stands for Homeless Assistance Response Team. Now it's made up of 2 Sioux City police officers, a member of the Mobile Crisis Assessment Team, also known as MCAT, from Siouxland Mental Health Center, Sioux City's Neighborhood Services, and the latest addition to the street team, which goes out on Mondays, is a local medical professional from Siouxland Community Health. They check homeless individuals for all medical and health-related illnesses. And when temperatures spike, the most vulnerable people in our community have nowhere to go. KTV's Taylor Deckert went along with them. Tonight, she shows us how these services are making an impact on a vulnerable population during the summertime.
People who live outside, the heat isn't just uncomfortable, it can be deadly without proper medical care. HEART hits the streets Monday morning to help.
We've been living in the van, and every now and then we have to come inside to the laundromat so that way we can get air because of the heat.
Darren Norton and his husband have experienced homelessness for the last 3 weeks after they were evicted from their apartment. They called local law enforcement for another issue over the weekend and were connected with the Homeless Assistance Response Team.
These wonderful police officers came out and they provide you with resources.
His husband, Johnny, was seen for some medical concerns by Heidi Hassler, a physician's assistant for Siouxland Community Health Center.
We see frostbite wounds, we see infections, so I do a lot of just cleaning, wound changes, and then connecting to care.
It's kind of shocking but nice because since I haven't been able to elevate my feet and stuff, it's been kind of hard to keep my edema down.
I rode with Officer Dawnette Sassman, a core member of HEART.
About how many people in a day are you guys making contact with?
I would say on average 15 to 20 people we talk to a day.
Another 52-year-old man we found has severe frostbite. Hassler has been able to take care of what is left of his fingers.
We've been coming to see him at least once a week, making sure that he's okay, he doesn't need anything, getting water if he needs it. Definitely the medical help that he's receiving right now.
But the summer heat adds another layer of concern.
Dehydration is a big one, especially in the heat. And then if folks have breathing issues, COPD, breathing issues, not getting their medicines.
This group is a lifeline for those who were once housed but faced circumstances that left them on the street.
This is kind of a happy day for us.
This medical team will continue to help on a weekly basis to reach them before the heat does. In Sioux City, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
Taylor, thank you. And the team measures their success based on the number of people they can get to in housing or get into treatment and off the streets. But they also count successes by the number of people who will accept services who are brought to them, like treatment from Siouxland Community Health and building trust to get ready for the next steps for housing and treatment.